Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our new time. I was able to get up. I got my walk in and I showered. What? I even have coffee. How'd you do with your
That's
extra hour, Joanna?
amazing. Uh, I've had a pretty rough weekend, so I'm just happy to be awake.
Yay, we'll take it. We'll
So,
take it.
yeah,
Success.
yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. We'll see if how Alicia's, first day of school went. I'm sure it is hectic at her house right now, so we shall see if anyone else comes with us to the migration of our. It should be a little easier for some of the West Coast people now.
Yeah, for sure.
So we shall see, or any of the afternoon riders in like Britain, middle of the night riders in Australia. I don't know. Oh, excellent, excellent. So, what are you going to be working on today? Uh oh, I lost you. Something went beep, and then I can't hear you now. Let me see if that was me or you. No, everything looks the same on my end. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Do, 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 do. Whatever you're working on must be top secret, and your mic just got cut, so you couldn't share it. I'm assuming you can still hear me. Yeah. Uh oh. Nope, got nothing. Oh, was that battery? Maybe the battery died, and that's why I heard a beep. All right, so we'll give Joanna a minute to come back on, and then we will try again. Isn't life fun? All right, let the cool begin. Well, today I will be working on chapter 15 in book 4 of the Emergent series. I'm about halfway done. I have 30,800 words in. So I am at the midpoint where something went really right and then everything's now falling apart. Oops. Yeah, that's usually what happens at this point.
Let's try again. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yay. Perfect, perfect. Goody, goody, goody.
I this headset's comfortable, but I don't love how it connects to things. I might just
Mm,
end up putting my Xbox One over here for the mornings. I don't know. We'll see. Or I'll get a new one. One of the two.
yeah, sometimes like my AirPods, they decide to connect to whatever they want to connect to. Yeah, it's a little frustrating.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
dudes, no. I know I took you out of the case, but I didn't ask you to connect to anything yet. Can you just give me a minute?
Pippi. Hi,
Aw,
buddy.
the puppy says, you let me in today.
Well, oh, he's gonna be he's gonna get kicked out in a minute. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It's okay, buddy.
Let's see. I'm sharing the link real quick.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Such
I
sweet
know.
puppy.
I've been missing in action all weekend, and so this is the you're alive. You live. Yes, I do. Okay,
Like,
bud.
as a matter of fact, I
Okay,
don't know why.
buddy.
When we changed something from doing it on Twitch and YouTube, so I'm just on YouTube now, it doesn't automatically post on our Discord anymore. So that must have only been connected through Twitch. So I always have to do it even on
Huh.
our Discord. And I only do it once a week because I don't want every single day to put it up. So at least once a week, and I try to do a different day so that people
Yeah.
are around at different times. They'll discover us. Oh, look, Jesse's up.
So when you ask me what I'm going to be working on, I just got to get my head back into the game. You know, Daughters of Terran for certain. I just, when I lose brain power like this, it's like I've got to refresh everything. It's a slow reboot too. I'm like
That's
dial
right.
up.
At this point, we're doing progress is progress. So
That's right.
that's where we are. All right, I have shared in lots of the places, and we should be ready for our first sprint. You ready to make the magic
Excellent.
happen?
Let's make the magic happen.
All right, here we go. We'll see y'all in 30. Oh, yay, Tea Leaf made it. Hi, Tea Leaf. Here we go. All right, that is our first sprint. How did everyone do? I had to go back and fix something in the prior chapter so that I could flow. There is something to that writing every day thing, right? It took me a little longer to get back into it and remember where I was. How about you, Joanna?
I'm happy to report that I now have a full small council with origins in place.
Yay! Background
And I'm ready to
information.
proceed. And I'm finally ready to proceed. Uh, it's been a long slog to get to this point, but we have everybody in place.
Nice. Check that off. Now the writing should work well. And Tea Leaf came on just as we were going to our sprint, so hopefully that got some writing done. And Alicia did join us. Yay, Alicia! Good to see you. She made it, and she made it just after the time. So this is the first day of school. So obviously, I'm sure the car line was crazy. So this should work. Hopefully, Alicia, you have to let us know. This should work in the future. Just the first few days as everyone gets used to stuff. Tea Leaf said hello to Alicia, and Elena joined us. Hi, Elena. Good morning. Elena is just waking up with some cereal and her coffee, and she's doing great. Excellent, excellent. You have to let us know what you're reading. And Alicia, you could just say good morning, right? They can hear you.
Yeah, I just always want to put it in the chat too.
I type in the chat when if we're sprinting, right? Because obviously we're not talking then, but otherwise we get to just talk to them. And Alicia says, only got about 200 words. I have to research this part of the story. Yeah, we are now going to be doing drifting if I can manage it. Ooh, that sounds exciting. My daughter's ex-boyfriend drifted. He had a Z and everything. Like it was all made for it. Didn't even have a bumper, a front bumper because like, I don't know, there were reasons, but yeah, it was interesting, but his whole car was made to drift. Do you have a stress sponge? What is that?
This is Peter, my pickle.
Oh, I see now. He's so cute. Look at his eyeballs. Aww.
He is
Do you
cute.
hide him in Christmas trees?
No, he sits on my desk when he's a good wit for when my fingers are trying to curl in.
Nice.
Or some of this, like, you see how this one, my ring finger wants to come down? I'm having to, like, really force them to work.
Oh, that's clever. Yeah, that's a clever way to deal with it. I like that. Plus, it's comforting. I like to hold things, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
I have dice on my desk that I just like have in my hand, not rolling for any reason.
Yeah. Well, I've got a bunch of stuff like that too, but Peter gets employed when my hands are being weird. He's the pre-glove experience.
I have I'm starting to get arthritis in my hands. And my mom had it real bad even younger than me, so I should be thankful I'm just now starting to get it. But it's I feel it a lot like we had pho a couple days ago. So with chopsticks, I was like it kills me. It hurts so bad using chopsticks. It just hurts. I'm like, I guess this is a way to limit my food intake if I just use chopsticks for everything. Like I can't eat anymore. It hurts.
All weekend on both hands, my 3 middle fingers were like this, and I'm like, I just need mittens.
So frustrating. Let's see. Tea Leaf says that they are working on note cards today. It felt like a waste of time before, but now I'm thinking it will help to have some physical notes out while I write. Yeah, it depends. I've used that method as well. So it's one of those, you just try things until something works. And the same thing doesn't work every time. So hopefully these note cards will get you. When the first time I wrote the mystery, I had to use the note cards because I couldn't figure out where to put, where the bodies had to drop, and doing all this stuff online and in the book, even in a notebook wasn't enough. I had to physically, even though you could move the note cards like in Scrivener, that wasn't enough for me. I had to have it physically on the ground with the key point so I could actually visualize what it looked like. So I get that.
I think we need to do a compilation video of you saying when the bodies, where the bodies need to drop, like over and over and over.
I'm sure I'm not on any watch list. Actually, I'm sure I'm not. The FBI isn't that dumb, people. All of those memes are funny, but come on. Let's see. Tea Leaf, I also might write a fun scene I've been excited to do just as a treat to start the week. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, too, right? Get motivated by writing something really cool. Yeah. Yeah. Did I ever tell you the first time I tried to outline like a mundane mystery? It was just going to be a middle grade mystery, and I was just um, what do you call it? Just stream of conscious writing, right? Just to think about what was happening. And then when I got to the first body drop, it was a dragon. And I was like, I give up. I will never write a mundane story.
It's funny. So I'm getting ready to write a heist short story, and I think I'm going to have to note card out like where to put everybody and the different twists and turns of a good heist is too much to do on flat paper. I am too visual. I think I am going to have to really line it out. I've actually thought about getting like a newspaper. Like I used to go and get big newspaper reels for my boys, just a blank paper, so they could just lay it out and they would do like
Paint.
chalk drawings and paint and just all the things. But I really think I'm gonna get like a big piece of butcher paper or whatever and try and do and maybe just note card on the page. I don't know, but it's gonna have to be because I've read a lot of heist books and I've been watching a lot of heist movies, and the good ones just have so many different twists. There's no way when I straight write that I'm going to be able to get that nailed down. So.
And you can't do that. I hate this when they do this in books. And I tell my author, I'm like, you can't do this. This is cheating. Where they're like, and then they talked about the plan because you can't know what it is. Like, I'm
And
like, you
they
can't.
skip the plan.
Yes. I'm like, no, that's cheating. You cannot do that. You have to be more clever. And I always tell them, watch Ocean's 11. Because Ocean's 11, they make the whole plan, but they don't hide it from you. But they don't tell you what they're
Right.
doing. Right? I'm like, that is how you have to do it, like that. Yes, it's hard, but they never
My
lied to you. They didn't just leave things out and like, oh, you're going to be surprised
right.
later. No, they weaved it in a way that was completely believable. And you were
Well,
still surprised on how they did it.
and I love that they do the plan, and then when they bungle the plan, and then they have to make the next plan, and the plan of the plan of the plan, or that it's not all just spontaneous James Bondy. I mean that's not the point of the heist. The
That's not a
heist is
heist, right?
right. The heist is to see the different players and how they work and the teamwork and all the
And they
stuff.
pretend to bumble it too, right? And pretending to
Yeah,
bubble it as part of that red herring. So it's
yeah,
just that's the red herring in a heist, right? Is pretending. But that was actually the intention the whole time, right? Without
right.
just hiding it from us. And they
Mhm.
it's just brilliant. That movie is so. At least I've not seen the original, but the one with George Clooney and Brad Pitt, that one,
Mhm.
that just the way it is woven in there is freaking. It's exactly how a heist movie should always be done, with really compelling characters. Because the reason you stick with a heist is because you care about those people, even though technically they're breaking whatever law is in that universe, right? But you care about those people so much, you want them to succeed. It's one of those
I
movies that makes you root for the bad guys.
Yeah, and I don't think I've been as scared to write something as I am scared to write this heist because I'm like, am I going to be able to pull it off?
Yeah.
I'm like worried that I'm not going to be able to pull it off. And this heist is one of my shorts in between one of the releases later on in Daughters of Tehran, and it's very important to the character arcs of people who will be. I think it's book 3. Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe it's book 3 because the heist crew comes in at the end of book 2. You see them at the very end, and they're getting
Nice.
people off world.
So I've got to get this heist nailed down.
Yeah, I need to read Six of Crows, so that's on my list for this year, and that's a heist book too. So that should be maybe we could read that one together, and that can give you little
Yeah,
hints on how to do it too.
that would be good. Give me homework. I just need more to do.
That's right, right. Alicia came home after Saturday Brick Fan Expo and wanted to build Lego. I did one small set, and I was like, I'm done for the day. Yeah, sometimes it's not a bad thing to do while listening to an audiobook though. Like tonight on my reading sprints, I'll be doing an audiobook because it's due back in like 6 days and I still have like 15 hours. So I need to dedicate some time. And so I'll be doing my cross stitch when I do it. Um, all right, let me read these
I
things real
didn't
quick
know
and then we'll
you.
do our next sprint. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I didn't know you cross stitch.
I do cross stitch as long as my arthritis is going to let me. So, but I have a feeling the one I'm doing is it's going to be the last one I ever do because it's more like tapestry. Like every single X, every single little square is filled in. There's no blank spots. There's no line. There's nothing. It's
Yeah,
like tapestry, and it's huge. So, and the colors like you get the string on. Yay, we're good to go. And it's like 7 stitches in a like 100 by I think it's 80 rectangle of squares, and it's like 6 stitches. Now you got to switch to the next color, so it takes forever.
I
I'm
got
never gonna get it done. I'm never gonna get it done. But look how pretty it is. Well, I'll show you next sprint. Let's get to this, and I'll show you
okay.
next so that we can get to the next thing. So, let's see. Tea Leaf says, I also think there's really something to physically writing something down over typing it, not knocking. Typing, of course, I feel it sticks in my head better. Yeah, it does ours too. We're with you on that one, Tea Leaf, 100%. That's why we have all these notebooks too, right? It's not just computer stuff. There's notebooks everywhere. Alicia loves the Ocean's 11 in those movies. They're very clever. They are. And the Italian Job. The Italian Job was good too, but that one wasn't as clever, right? It was still really cool and
Agreed.
fun. But it's not that same kind because that one had a lot more to do about the action and what was happening.
Yeah.
And Alicia will read it with us too. Yay! We're all going to read a heist book. That'll be fun. And Alicia bought a 3D printed globe in the dark Lego skeleton. Yes, I saw that on your sprints yesterday. It was so cute. And I need to get started on my Halloween cross stitch. Yeah, you better hurry. Like now's the time. You can listen to audiobook tonight with me and cross stitch with me. It'll be fun. All right, let's do this second sprint and then we'll talk more about this at our next break. I'll see y'all in 30. And there we are with our second sprint. How did everyone do? I'm moving right along in this chapter. I will not get it done today, but I'll make a good dent in it. So hopefully I'll finish it tomorrow. How about you, Joanna?
Same. I got 572 words. I'm about to round this chapter out and start the next one. So I'll be in a chapter when we finish. But
Woohoo! Nicely done. Nicely done. And how about everyone in chat? How did y'all do? I need to start that timer. I'll tell you, because I walked this morning. So I got up and I did my walk, and I didn't want to get up at all. So I'm working on it. But it felt good to go for a walk because it wasn't that hot, right? Like it was kind of nice in the morning. And then got home and showered. Well, I made my coffee before I left. That was nice, right? So I got home and could pour my coffee. It was all ready for me. And then got in the shower and then came and sat down and updated Goodreads because it's a little compulsive. But then just now when I had to get up to like run to pee real quick, my like legs reminded me that I walked this morning. Like it's like after walking, I only went like a mile and a half, right? But after walking a mile and a half and then sitting for 2 hours, yeah, it's not. my my legs are like, I don't think so. Don't think so. So how'd you? What you said? Same thing. Made a good dent. Oh, you had to go to the brace. The pickle wasn't doing it, huh?
yeah, well, and then I'm gonna have to put the other one on because I start compensating, and it's just.
Yeah. Can you
And
still
then I
type
can't
with them?
leave them on. Huh?
Can
Yeah,
you still type?
right now they're still finger free. And then I can't leave them on too long because it's very important to still use my muscles. So round and round we go.
Oh, let's see. Alicia says, I think I might have to do some more research with this drifting, struggling right now, but managed another 200. I did manage to start a new chapter. Yeah, if you want, I was going to say, if you just want to finish the chapter, but you have to do research, you could just always put like, and cool drifting, and then just make sure to do the emotional parts that you want to hit, right? And then you can go do the research and then fill those parts in. That's usually.
I bet that's why she was late this morning, because after she dropped the kids off, she went and did some literal drifting.
That's right. She's like, all right, if I pull the brake and
we can drift in our computer chairs.
Oh, that's funny. And Tea Leaf is doing good. Actually found a plot hole. Oh, fill it in. See, the little things help, right? The little cards. You're like, wait, dang it. Yeah, that's when I realized I had to, like I said, the body drops. You really can. When I'm writing mysteries, body drops is an important term. But even with Greg Little, because his new book is a mystery, right? And it's a murder mystery. So you have to have, body drops. These are important things. These have to happen. And I was like, dude, you need to drop another body, man. Like it's been a while. And he's like, it has not. It's been 90 pages. Okay, fine. You're right. I need to drop another body. It's one of those things you don't realize, right? When you're in the middle of it. Alicia needs more coffee. Yeah, I don't think I need more coffee. I need food, but that can wait for one more sprint. No problem. I did eat little snack bars this morning, like the kind ones. Have you seen the kind ones that are like high proteins or like peanut butter and stuff like that? Have you seen those? I like them. They're still sweet, so I'm sure they're still not exactly good for you, but it's better than like, not eating anything, so my muscles don't want to work at all. And getting the protein because I need my brain to work as soon as I'm done exercising. You know what I mean? So I need something. So I just ate one of those. Alicia wishes, but hubby drove this morning. Oh, you both dropped the kids off for their first day. That is awesome. I think that's the coolest thing. I don't think Zafo ever dropped the kids off. Mind you, he did lots of fathering things. Don't get me. He's not one of those hands-off dads. He was very hands-on. I always said he changed as many diapers as I did. But he was working. He couldn't, right? Like his schedule. It never worked. He did usually take off though and go to like Teacher's Day and stuff, but not always. Like the Meet the Teacher but
Yeah.
not always. It depended on, again, work, right? This was my
Yeah.
primary job and that was his. So
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do. What are you doing, Joanna?
I'm going to
Okay.
go upstairs to the attic after this is over and dig through my teacher stuff and pull out my little clickers. And we're going to see how many times we can get you to say body drops this week.
Start counting them.
Uh-huh.
Wait till my final read through. Then it's going to be all about that because I'll be counting the pages in between to make sure
Mm-hmm.
they are at the right. They're at the right points. I just dropped one though. I have a couple chapters before I have to do it again.
I can't tell you how many times you've said it today.
I
I
know.
wish I had my clicker.
It's the term of the day. We must use it the whole time. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Here. This is the cross stitch. I've been working on this for 4 years. Okay? 4 years. This is 4 years of work because I don't do it all the
Oh my
time because who has the
gosh.
time?
It's going to be awesome when it's done.
Right? Assuming I don't die first. I told my daughter she's going to have to finish it if I die before it's done. But look, can you even see
That's
every
beautiful.
single little thing? So it's very satisfying to look at it when it's done, but it's very unsatisfying to do it because it takes forever. So, but it's gonna look like, you can see the dragon wings, right?
Yeah.
So theoretically, it's gonna look like this when it's done.
Very cool.
So all I have, is the tip of this part. So that shows you how big it's gonna be. But yeah, so I'll be working on that tonight while I'm doing my book. Oh, and the other thing, remember we talked about doing a anthology that we like all send in a story for it. Well, here's one. Well, let me put it in there. It will not. I have a thing. I should be able to do a link. Why won't it let me do the link? I think it has too much stuff because I opened it from my email. So hold on. It might have too many tracking things on it. And YouTube's going, seriously? So let me see if I shorten it. Usually there are legit ways you can shorten it. But this one, it does not have to be a genre thing, but it is into the deep, dark woods. Yeah, that works. All right, so I bet it was just too long. Let me try this. There you go. This link, this is the place that I got my publishing degree at. My publishing masters, they do an anthology every year. Like I did an anthology as well, right? Like that was our master thesis basically together. And then we also published a book. The one that was like in the public domain, right? So we did those two things in the publishing program. That was our, end project kind of thing. So they actually have it sponsored. So it is 6 cents a word, which is a professional rate. Maximum 5,000 words for a short story. And the theme is into the deep, dark woods. Even though, automatically we think fairy tales and fantasy first, right? That's not what this is about. I mean, it can be, right? You have a really good one. That's great, but it could be anything. So any kind of, I'm thinking about a story for Fauna. I want to do a story with the books that I'm doing now, these mysteries, to see if I could do a short story with her, because I don't have a free giveaway. So even if I don't make it in with that story, I could still use it as just your reader magnet and just give it away to my newsletter people, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna write a story. So if y'all want to write one, it doesn't even open up till September 1st.
Yeah. And then
I
the
think
window closes on October 15th.
there you go. So that gives us that time. So if we started it and got it, you know what I mean? Like we can get this written and then we could like read each other's and give each other comments.
Absolutely.
So let me know what y'all think, if that's something that you might be interested in. It's free to enter, right? So worst thing that happens is they say no. And you know what? That's part of this business. So it's also good just to do it, just hit send. Um, so just let me
Okay.
know. I would love if y'all
Yeah.
want to do that. And I would offer like anyone who's on this chat, y'all are here on a regular basis. So if you like I said, we could just exchange and read each other's work. And I'm a damn good editor. You can ask Joanna. And then at least you also get, that kind of thing going on so that you've got some experience with working with an editor as well. But that means you have to read mine too and give
I'll read
comments.
yours.
Well, I know
And
you will. I mean, everyone in the chat too. You and I know
yeah,
sweat. We've done this before. We're not newbies to this. So,
yeah.
but everyone, if you want to, there's no requirements. But if you want to try, I mean, this is a great place to start it. So I saw that and I was
Okay.
like, ooh.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Last sprint.
So
Oh, sorry.
last
Go ahead.
sprint, and then afterwards, I'm going to show you my craft that I have been working on.
Perfect. 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 Go with low expectations. That's just fine, Tea Leaf. That's safer too, right? First time doing it. So it's perfectly acceptable. At least you said she'll read it too. Yay. Yeah, think about it tonight. That's what I'm gonna. I will be brainstorming some ideas. Let me give you a hint real quick. When you're submitting, especially to something this, because they get a ridiculous amount of submissions because they are professional rate, right? So they get more submissions than something that's a token rate of like $50 or any of that. They will get a ton of submissions. So come up with your first idea, then get rid of it. Your second idea, get rid of it. Your third idea, seriously consider that one. Because there's this thing called zeitgeist, right? We are all kind of in the same kind of brains. So I will tell you, like when I did it, we got, oh, I can't remember. It was like almost 1,000 submissions, and a good 120 of them were slime monsters coming out of a drive-through theater movie. That's how common it was. And who would think that, right? Except 120 thought it enough to write it and submit it, which means a whole lot more people did. So dismiss your first idea, dismiss your second idea, use your third one so that you're not like right at the edge of where everyone else is, or at least better chance of not being. But all right, last sprint, and then we want to see Joanna's crafts too. And if y'all have anything, let us know. You could always share it in our Discord if you want to join Discord too and share pictures. All right, here we go. Last sprint. All right, that's it. Third and final sprint. I got about 800 words in today, and I got that last chapter all straightened out too. How about you, Joanna?
I got another 400 words ish, finishing up this chapter and starting the next one, just making sure it's a good transition.
Excellent, excellent. How did everyone else do? And while we're waiting for those responses, why don't you show your cool
So
craft?
I've been crocheting because that's like one of the few things I can do. But I made this, so I've been making shawls for people. But this is a cape for my niece. I don't know if you can see the capeishness. Oh wait, I have it upside down.
Oh, that makes more
So this
sense.
is the cape
Oh,
for my niece who has some cerebral issues. And so we've got a little mask that will match it. And I've ordered some little clips so that when it gets tied, they can connect it to the clips so that the tassels won't be in her way. But it's gonna just
cute.
be adorbs. Look at that.
Oh, I love the colors too.
Uh-huh.
They're like fun without being obnoxious. I kind of like that.
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes.
It's so cool. And you said
So,
it's crocheted?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to crochet, but
Yeah.
again, this is the last project I'll do for the rest of my life. So that's it. That's it. No more crochet, no more anything. All these people are doing like diamond paintings. I'm like, I gotta finish this. I am a finisher. I have to finish things. So that seriously will be the rest of my life. But that's cool. I like the people keep crocheting like blankets that are like either the temperature of the day, right? So everything,
Uh-huh.
or they do their ratings for their books, right? So depending on whether they give it a 1 through 5 and the half ones, what color they'll do for each book they read and stuff. I'm like, that sounds so fun. But there's no
That's
way I
cool.
could do anything but that. I just don't have enough time for crafting, right? That's the one thing I don't have much time for. So hence forever.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Alicia loves the colors too, and it's so cute. And let's see. Tea Leaf said that's wild. Yeah, I'm assuming she means when the about the so many stories about slime. The theme was movies, monsters, and mayhem. And for some reason, people automatically went to drive-throughs, which would have been cool. But they automatically went to slime monsters coming alive from the drive-through. That was like the very first instinct people had. So I'm telling you, man, get rid of the first two. Let's see. I added an insert drifting lesson here. Yeah, exactly. Very nice. There you go, Alicia. Whatever, just to keep going, right? To write the bulk of the story. Because let's face it, the actual drifting parts, that's the decoration, right? It's the emotion of what's going on with the characters and what they go through. So get that part right, and then you can go back. Because it will throw people out if you get that stuff wrong. But it's good to just finish the rest of the story first and go back. Let's see. Alicia, I hear that I'm a finisher as well. I have a couple of projects I need to finish. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely a finisher. So, um yep, I will get it done. But 3 hours tonight will help make a dent in it, but I won't even finish this little square, I guarantee. Like the square thing. And it's here's the funny thing, I'm also old, right? So I can't see anymore. So when I'm cross stitching, I have to put my glasses up on my head so I can cross stitch. And then to look at the pattern, I have it on my computer so I can make it bigger.
Uh-huh.
But then I put my glasses back on to see the pattern. So it's going to be
Yep.
entertaining. Anyone with the reading sprints tonight is going to be entertained as I go back and forth to my glasses, looking at the thing and sewing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Come laugh at me getting old. Are you doing writing sprints tonight?
I am.
Excellent.
Well, I hope. As
Right.
long as today stays level, yes.
Excellent. And just so you know, Joanna doesn't care if you read on hers and I don't care if you write
Uh-uh.
on mine, right?
I
So
don't
it
care.
doesn't matter. So
I'm like any kind of creativity. If you want to paint, you just do whatever. Just if you just want, to be with somebody, that's cool.
absolutely. Absolutely. Might be a good time to, like, if in the morning you're working on your novel, in the evening with Joanna, you work on that short story or something, so, or vice versa. But I will be brainstorming during the day because that's how I work on my stories, right? The very first part is just brainstorming during the day. I don't write anything down. I don't do anything else. And then once I start to get some ideas, then I do actual physical typing in brainstorming. So that's the second step for me. I think it is for most of us, right? Most of us imagine these stories first, anyways, right?
Yeah.
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 Exactly, Tea Leaf. A sprint is a sprint. And Alicia has to finish her crosswork. Nice. So if you want to come with me tonight, you can cross stitch with me and then do your, listen to an audiobook, assuming you have an audiobook. I have to finish In the Woods. Like I said, I've got like 15 hours left in 7 days. You would think that would be easy, except again, I don't do this all the time, right? That's not all I'm doing is just listening to books. So awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you made it. Hopefully tomorrow will be even smoother. Though I have a feeling for you, Alicia, this first week, this isn't your first rodeo. You've done this before. The first week's going to be a little hectic, but Joanna, how does it feel not to be having the hectic weeks?
I'm loving it. I'm still in like a text message thread from my district, so with my friends, and it's craziness. But my house backs up to an elementary school, and Humble starts on Wednesday, so I'm gonna be hearing it. So I had time to break out the earplugs, yeah, or put on the headphones, because that's one of the things. When I bought this house, I stayed home for a mental health day the very first school year, and I just hadn't put together that, like, the PE teachers out there on the megaphone, and you're hearing every bell and all the kids playing,
It's screaming
and
when
my
they're in the
dogs,
playground.
yes, and my dogs think they need to patrol the back fence and let those children know they're being too loud. And I was like, never again will I take a mental health day unless I rent a hotel room, because what the heck,
That's right.
you know?
I'm gonna do my mental health day at Denny's. Bye.
Right? I mean, that's really like, I'm gonna go to my friend's house and sleep in their guest room, because what the heck?
Yep.
And I never even considered that when we bought this house, that being backed up to a school. I was like, I love that we're not going to have neighbors behind it. It's
Yeah.
beautiful during the summer. It's so quiet,
Mhm.
so quiet.
But during the school year. But
Oh
during the
my
evenings, it should
gosh.
be good, except occasionally when they have something, right? So
Yeah, well, people walk on the trail, and back there, my dogs are like, "Arr," but other than that, it's fine. But those little kids, and their happy voices. I mean, it's
right.
not like, but it's just,
Constant.
yeah. So come Wednesday, we're gonna hear those loudspeakers, and here we go.
You know what though? With you home all the time, I bet you'll get used to it. Because I mean, I'm not far from busy street, and it sounds like water to me at this point, right? Like it doesn't bother me
Yeah.
anymore. Even when like cops go by, I notice it then, but it doesn't bother me, right? You get used to it. Tea
Well,
Leaf
and I
laughed at
do a
Denny's.
lot of, yeah,
Hey, I've done a
I
lot
do
of
a lot.
writing at Denny's because they're open 24 hours. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Denny's is the bomb. They keep refilling that coffee or soda.
Yeah, they
And
got smart. They just started
what's,
just bringing me pots of coffee and putting them on the table.
I went there one night. It was like the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep. And I was writing a really sad scene, and I'm like clackety clacking and just bawling. And man, they were all looking at me, and I was like, it just doesn't matter. I'm just drinking and clackety clacking. I was like, I bet they just had a story to tell when they got home. Oh my gosh.
There was this crazy lady on her computer
Uh,
crying. I don't know what she was doing. Yeah.
uh,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. Yeah, the dogs definitely don't understand society and educational systems.
yeah, they don't.
Yep. They have
They're
their
funny
own
though.
society. Yeah. Their
I
own
just think it's
rules.
hilarious how he's like, "How dare you be a child on the other side of the fence?"
I can
Arr.
see you, therefore it's my property. And my dog's barking
Uh-huh.
out the front
Yeah.
window, right? The front window at people
Mhm.
across the street at the tennis
Yep.
court. I'm like, they're not in your yard.
Yep. I will keep my humans safe.
That's right. Awesome.
Craziness.
Awesome. Well, I'd say that was not, it was not a bad time. So a pretty good, successful beginning of our new writing sprints. So we shall rinse and repeat tomorrow.
All right.
Excellent.
See you
All right.
tomorrow.
We'll see you